Desmond Dick, how being unique brings us together.
Le fait d'être unique nous réunit.
Desmond is 8 years old and going into grade 3. Desmond loves to skateboard, rock climb, swim, kayak, and all things Harry Potter. He loves animals, mostly dogs. He is keen to share his story so his friends can better understand him and understand how being unique brings us together. He is proud to share his story and is very excited that he was invited to be a speaker for Autism Canada.
Desmond a 8 ans, 2014, et entre en troisième année. Desmond aime faire du skateboard, de l'escalade, de la natation, du kayak et aussi Harry Potter. Il aime les animaux, surtout les chiens. Il désire partager son histoire afin que ses amis puissent mieux le comprendre et comprendre comment être unique nous rassemble. Il est fier de raconter son histoire et se réjouit d'avoir été invité à prendre la parole pour Autisme Canada.
Hi, my name's Desmond, and I'm here to share about my autism.
Awesome. And who am I?
My mom.
That's right. My name is Sarah, and I am here to help. So we want to share with you a presentation that Desmond did. When did you do your presentation?
I'm pretty much at the end of the year.
That's right, the end of the school year, the end of your second grade. You asked if you could share with your class about your autism. And why did you want to do this presentation?
Oh, because
2 reasons? Maybe just one. Well, the reason, can I help you remember? The reason you asked your dad and I is you wanted your friends to understand a little bit about how your brain works, and also why sometimes you get a little extra help in class. Is that right? Yeah? Yes. So we wanted to share with you the presentation that Desmond and I did last June with his grade 2 class. And how old were you when we did the presentation?
pretty much really young.
How old are you right now?
8, 9.
You're 8, and you were 8 years old when you did this presentation. And we couldn't have done this presentation without your amazing team. And we had our team from school help us out, and our home team. So we had our teacher, our EA, our BI, and we all came together. We also had many other people help. I can't forget everyone. Help us build this presentation so that we could teach them about you and your autism, right?
Right.
That's right. So this was our amazing team, and you'll notice the beautiful flower bouquets, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit, right?
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'll try to make that in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll try to get there in 5 minutes. So first we wanted to share with your class all about the things that you like.
Skateboarding, rock climbing,
Yeah, skateboarding, rock climbing,
swimming,
definitely swimming,
dogs, and
maybe all animals, but definitely dogs, all the dogs.
Harry Potter.
And we do love Harry Potter.
And if you see that's Dawson.
That's our dog Dawson, that's right. And we wanted your friends to know a little bit more about you, and we want to share the things that we loved. And how many of your friends thought the things that you do are super cool? Did your friends think you were super cool for all this cool stuff you can do? Yeah, they did. They were very impressed. It was a lot of fun to share that. And with the things that we like, we also wanted to share the things that we
don't like. Spiders.
Yep.
Changing of the schedule.
Definitely.
So.
Yeah, we don't
bread.
No bread, no sandwiches.
Don't dare do that.
You don't want me to talk about macaroni and cheese?
I do not like it.
No, you do not like it.
I do.
Oh no, don't throw up. Yes, we are not a big fan of pizza bread or sandwiches, and most of your friends were kind of surprised. They were interested in that. They were also, or I was surprised, how many of your friends do not like it when their schedules get changed? Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, they don't like that. They like knowing their schedule, just like you. Now, how do you feel about not knowing your schedule? If you came to school and you had no idea what was going to happen all day, how would you feel?
Really scared.
Yeah, uncomfortable, hey? And then there was one more that you said was really important for you to have on your list of dislikes, and that was being teased. Yeah, it doesn't feel good when we get teased. And I think your friends all felt the same. They agreed. It doesn't feel good to be teased. So we were really excited to share the things that we like and we don't like. And then we wanted to share about our brain, right? This was really important. And you want to share about your autism and how your brain is unique, right?
Right.
Now, there were two parts of your brain that you really wanted to talk about. Can you tell me about the two parts? Yeah. Can you tell us about the two parts of your brain that you really wanted to talk about? Your amygdala. Wow, you can say it while you yawn. I'm impressed. Your amygdala, and what was the other part of your brain? Dad could talk about it. We've all learned a lot about the brain lately. So we wanted to talk about the amygdala and the hippocampus. And the amygdala, because that is our what system? It's our That's right, it's our alarm system. So when our amygdala alarm goes off, our thinking brain, what does our thinking brain do?
Might yawn a little bit.
It might yawn up. You know what? That's an interesting way to say it. Your thinking brain goes a little bit to sleep. It stops working, and then your body goes into hypergear. And that usually happens if something really scary happens, like a bear walks into the classroom, right? But it can also go off for us sometimes when we don't know our schedule, or what happens if the classroom feels really noisy and you don't know what everyone's doing and it's very busy. Your amygdala alarm will go off too. Yeah, and it can be really scary when our amygdala alarm goes off. And so you wanted your class to know that sometimes different things make our amygdala alarm go off, and you wanted them to know how they could be a good friend. So you said, if my amygdala alarm goes off, can you please
Stay away from me.
give me some space? Yep. Take some big breaths. And then could they go get someone for help? And that would be a really good friend to you, hey? That would be important. And you wanted them to understand how they can help you when your amygdala alarm goes off, because another part of your brain is working really, really hard to remember these tools and tricks. Which part of our brain helps us remember our tools and tricks?
I did.
Which part of your brain?
Campus.
The hippocampus. Yeah. So you wanted your friends to know that because sometimes your amygdala alarm goes off, you get a little bit of extra help. And that's why you have a helper in the classroom, for other things too, but for this was important for you to share. And why sometimes you get body breaks, you get to go outside, you get to do some fresh air, some breathing, some exercises, and that helps you stay cool and calm so you're ready to learn. And you told me that was really important for your friends to understand. Do you think that's important? Yeah, we thought that was super important. So then we wanted to talk to our friends about how we think everyone is unique and that's right.
You guys don't think that, but you do.
We definitely do. And you know what? I bet most people believe that we're all unique and special. And we wanted to share, using a bouquet of flowers, about how we all do have similarities and then we also have differences. So we wanted to share with you our flower presentation, which feels a little different when we don't have a whole class of friends, hey? Yeah. So the big thing for us is we wanted everyone to see how incredible it is living in a world full of color. And so we talked about the beautiful pink rose, the pink flower, and the pink flower represented what?
Being shy.
Oh yes, I liked this one. I wanted a pink flower in my bouquet because I can feel very shy sometimes. Do you ever feel shy, Desmond? Sometimes?
No, not even all the tiny.
Not even a tiny bit. Actually, I could believe that. You're pretty bold. I'm always impressed with your confidence. And then we talked about the green flower to represent multitasking, because when we watch TV, sometimes we like to have a fidget or cereal to snack on, because keeping our hands busy makes it easier for us to focus. Is that right? Yeah. So then we wanted to talk about flexibility. And this one was important to us because sometimes it can be really hard to be flexible. And we were wondering from our classmates, how many of them sometimes thought it was hard to be flexible? And we were kind of surprised that everyone felt like being flexible was something we're all learning. Are you still learning to be flexible? Yeah, you're still learning to be flexible. And this one was definitely important to you. The red flower represented having a plan, knowing the plan, and sticking to the plan. And you definitely added a red flower to your bouquet, right? And most of our friends did. Most of our friends felt the same way about having a clear plan. And then we talked about body breaks, because Desmond, it's really important in your day to have a body break, right? Do you need body breaks? Yeah, it really helps clear our head, because sometimes it's hard sitting still. We need to move. We need to get our wiggles out. So we definitely had a yellow flower, and most of our friends had a yellow flower. And on the flip side of that, we also thought how important it was to have body breaks calming breaks, because calming breaks are a time that we need to have a little bit of space and quiet to get our focus, right? Have a little bit of a break. And that was important to us. And when you have calming breaks, you like to listen to music, right? Music's really important to you. Yeah. And then the last one that was important to us to talk about was which one, Desmond? It's not the really last one. This orange flower represented friendship. And you wanted your friends to know how important you thought friendship was, and having good friends. And you know what was neat? Your friends agreed. Your classmates all agreed that having good friends is important, and we want to be good friends for each other. So we all built these bouquets, and in the end, we were surprised how many of us had similar flowers, even though they may look just a little bit different. And then there was one last flower we wanted to add, right, Desmond? And can you hold that flower up really nice and tall for me? There you go. And which is this flower? Can you tell me about this flower?
My autism flower.
That's right. And this was really, really important to us. This is your autism flower, because your brain is unique and special. And sometimes you need a little extra help to keep your amygdala cool and calm. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. And if they see your amygdala alarm going off, to give you a break, give you space, and ask a grown-up to help. And that's how they can be a good friend, because your hippocampus is working really, really hard every day, all the time, to remember your tricks and your tools. Yeah. Everyone with autism is different.
Everybody with autism is different.
This
is my autism.
That's right. Thank you so much for listening.
That's awesome.
Connect with Desmond. Questions for Desmond or Sarah can be sent via events@autismcanada.org.
Communiquer avec Desmond. Les questions pour Desmond et Sarah peuvent être envoyées à events@autismcanada.org.